Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Powder. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Jeremy Reed, popularly known as Powder due to his albinism, is an incredible intellectual who is able to see the thoughts of the people around him. It begins when Jeremy's mother is struck by lightning while she was pregnant with him. The strike immediately kills her, but Jeremy manages to survive and be delivered. Upon seeing what the accident had caused Jeremy to look like, his father disowns him shortly after his premature birth, and he is raised by his grandparents. However, Jeremy wasn't well liked by his grandparents either. He was forced to live in the basement, never leaving it unless he had to go work on their farm. Growing up, everything Jeremy knew were from the books he found in the basement. He is taken from his home when his grandfather is found dead of natural causes. Jessie Caldwell, a child services psychologist, takes him to a boys' home because he is now effectively a ward of the state. In an attempt to expose him to a normal life, Jessie enrolls Jeremy in high school, where he meets Donald Ripley, a physics teacher. Donald finds out that Jeremy has supernatural powers as well as the highest IQ in history. While his abilities mark him as special, they also make him an outcast because of his appearance and background. While on a hunting trip with his schoolmates, Jeremy is threatened with a gun by one of the bullies, John Box, who views him as a freak. However, before John can shoot him, a gun goes off in the distance, and everyone rushes to see that Harley Duncan, a sheriff's deputy, has shot a doe. The unnecessary death of the animal angers Jeremy. He touches both the doe and Harley at the same time, inducing in Harley what the students assume is a seizure. Harley later admits that Jeremy had actually caused him to feel the pain and fear of the dying deer. Learning a lesson from the experience, Harley removes all of his guns from his house, although Sheriff Doug Barnum allows him to remain as a sheriff's deputy without a sidearm. The news of Jeremy's abilities reach Doug, and he asks him to help him speak to his dying wife through telepathy. Through Jeremy, the sheriff learns that his wife clings onto life because she did not want to die while not wearing her wedding ring, and without him reconciling with his estranged son, Stephen. The wife tells him that their son had found the wedding ring, finding it sitting in a silver box on her nightstand the entire time. Doug then places the ring on his wife's finger and reconciles with Stephen, letting his wife die peacefully. Jeremy then meets Lindsay Kellaway, who becomes his romantic interest. But since Jeremy is far from normal, the budding relationship is immediately broken by Lindsay's father. Seeing that living amongst normal people would never work, Jeremy goes back to the juvenile facility and packs away his belongings, planning to run away to his farm. As he was making his way, he paused in the gym to stare at a male student washing his hair. He noticed the amount of hair the student was sporting, all of which he lacked. The bully, John Box, catches him staring and accuses him of being a homosexual. The bully even steals his hat and taunts him, but Jeremy quickly counters by revealing that John's words mimic what his stepfather said before beating him when he was 12. Infuriating the bully even further, John and the other boys humiliate Jeremy, stripping him naked and taunting him, but his powers begin to manifest by pulling at their metal buttons and piercings. Eventually, a large spherical electromagnetic pulse erupts, throwing Jeremy into a mud puddle and everyone else to the ground. John is found still, with his heart stopped. Jeremy uses an electric shock to revive him. Jeremy returns to the farm where he grew up, now in probate with the bank, and finds that all of his possessions have been removed. He is joined by Jessie, Donald, and Doug, who persuade Jeremy to come with them to find a place where he will not be feared and misunderstood. Instead, he runs into a field where a lightning bolt strikes him, finally getting the freedom that he sought for so long. Towards the end, Jeremy transforms into a pulse of energy that radiates across the farm field, strikes Jessie, Donald, Doug, and Harley, and gives them enlightenment.